What's going on? Big A, the Mank Geek, coming at you with another video. Sunday, it's time for my pull list, whereas I tell you as to what comic books that I got this week. And yeah, the Luke Cage video. Yeah, I'm gonna have to announce when it's coming because that way I'm definitely gonna have to do it. And it is gonna be here tomorrow, because tomorrow's a bank holiday in the UK. I've got an extra day for the weekend, so I can get it done tomorrow, and it will be up tomorrow. So make sure you check back tomorrow at some point, or make sure you're looking at your notifications, or if you follow me on Twitter, make sure you're on there, and you will see it appear at some point tomorrow. So now that I promised it, it's gonna happen, because otherwise I suck, and I don't want to suck. I want to be awesome. So tomorrow, Luke Cage video. But anyway, let's get right into what comic books that I got this week. And this comic, I'm gonna say this is probably Marvel's best comic of the moment, and it's Black Panther. Like, I always say this, the previous run, it kind of started off okay, but it got super into itself and like kind of the politics of Wakanda, which I guess is interesting, but when every other scene is a whole group of people in some bland boardroom talking, it just kind of turns you off, and it's not that great. But this comic is mad. It's so good. Like, I'm surprised it's 3 for 3. Like I'm astonished, just because it's been a real turnaround. There's enough story in there which is really good, and then there'll just be some wicked action. There'll be a really meaty amount of action. At the beginning of reading this issue, I was a bit scared because there's a lot of explaining going on, or kind of exposition, and it's stuff that I kind of already guessed about T'Challa, but they kind of set it in stone for you, and like, okay, cool, because I've been dropping little things here and there throughout so far anyway. And I was getting worried a little bit that the whole issue was going to be just like people stood around talking, which I'm not into. And then, you know, there was a little setup, and then they got right into some action, and yeah, the action's really good. Like, the art complements the action like really well, and there is a lot of it, and it's all happening for a reason. So it doesn't just feel like, oh, it's just there just to be there. And then yeah, it ended pretty well. I will say that T'Challa wasn't in this issue a lot, but it doesn't matter because all the awesome action made up for that, and the way the story's going, I'm super interested. So yeah, I'm gonna say this is Marvel's best comic of the moment. You can disagree with me if you want, but in my opinion, from what I pick up from them, what I read, it's currently the best Marvel comic that there is. Teen Titans, you know what? I'm quite into this kind of like new edgy team of Teen Titans. Like, you've got Red Arrow, who like hates her mum. You've got Crush, who's Lobo's daughter, hates her dad for not being around. You've got Damian Wayne, you know, raised by a League of Assassins, and he's just like a weird, super arrogant kid. You've got Kid Flash, who also is a bit like, he's not super into authority. Like, he doesn't quite agree with, like in that annual, I think it was the Teen Titans annual, he didn't quite agree with how kind of Wally West was dealing with kind of villains, because like he let one go when he should have like had him in jail and stuff like that. So they're all a bit like angsty and angry, and I'm kind of into that. I think I like these new Teen Titans a bit more. I hope they have kind of darker stories I want from them. I'm hoping they get into darker stories soon. But yeah, this issue was pretty good. I quite liked it. It was pretty contained in one location. You'd have various characters doing like pretty cool stuff throughout, and there may have been a character death, but I don't think that character's dead. I don't think so. Although they did die in a cool way, which I appreciate. But yeah, I'm into New Teen Titans, man. I think it's pretty good. It's anything to me is better than New 52 Teen Titans, which is a book that I was always hoping would get good, and then when it looked like it was about to, it just didn't, which I was always disappointed by. Daredevil, you've got the return of Mike Murdock, but he's actually real in this one, and there's a reason why, and it's actually pretty good. I didn't even think like that was going to be the reason why, but yeah, it's kind of a crazy story, but you know what, it's interesting, and it is very different from the previous story that they were telling. I mean, the whole Mayor Fisk thing is still going on in the background, but it's just diverting a little bit to this like weird story before they get into more of that, which is cool, I guess. The the Terrifics. I like it, man. I really like this whole Doc Dredd, who's obviously Doctor Doom, and the whole thing with Tom Strong, and it's connected to Tom Strong, like some stuff that's going on, and traveling to different universes. I want to see how this whole thing's playing out. Like we're at issue 7 now, and like the team's been together for a while. There's these various incidents that have gone on that all seem to be connected, and yeah, I enjoy it, man. I enjoy this book. Yeah, I like it. I like the Terrifics. It's blatantly a rip-off, but I like it. I also want to know more about Tom Strong. I'm not that clued up about Tom Strong as a whole. I know he's kind of like a throwback kind of character to like a hero from a certain time, but yeah, I wanna like, I guess I want to buy some Tom Strong stuff and see what it's all about. But yeah, Terrifics, I really like it. Fantastic Four is back. Can the Terrifics survive? I hope so. It does seem alright. It does seem like, I say it's doing its own thing. It is doing its own thing. It's copied something in order to then go on and do its own thing, which I think is fine. I just hope they get to kind of like really go big with this story and it really actually means something. And yeah, I don't know what the future holds for the New Age of Heroes. I'm kind of, because I'm hearing some things have been cancelled already. So you're like Immortal Men? Yeah, I think Immortal Men's been cancelled. I was informed of that last week by someone who commented. But I don't know. I'll stick with it because I do enjoy it. I think a lot of people are enjoying the Terrifics. Yeah, Hit Girl. There wasn't much to it. It's just a lot of people getting killed. It like was the quickest read like ever. It was super quick. So it's just like, oh, okay, kill, kill, kill. And the final part is next week of Hit Girl in Canada, and after that she goes to Hollywood, and that could be a weird one. Like, yeah, if you understand what I'm saying, like with what's going on in Hollywood at the moment, I got like an idea in my head of what might happen, but man, that's like, we'll see. We'll see. I'll probably get that because Kevin Smith, I think, is writing that, and I want to check that out. I also got Avengers as well. I had to rush out and get this on Saturday, just because, well, I completely forgot that it was there. Like, I think because of the cover, and obviously you've got the title behind the characters, I didn't notice it. And so I only realized when like I went online onto Comixology just to double check that I'd got everything that I wanted that was out. Then I was like, oh crap, I forgot this. And I have a weird issue with this comic, and it's not the writing, and it's the art, but not the art. It doesn't. I can't always tell what's happening in sequence. As in, I know what panels I'm looking at, but I'm not sure as to what action is happening in the panels. Like there's a part where like Iron Man's arm gets chopped off when he's in his like massive armor, but I didn't notice it for a while. I was like, when did that happen? But I think it was just like kind of like where the panel was and the way it was drawn. Let's see if I can find it. It just kind of confused me a little bit. It's like there's no space to breathe. Here we go. So it's this panel here, but because there's like a swoosh line and then you've got the rest of the arm. But like when I was just like scanning through it, it didn't look like it was all one picture. So I was like, until you actually see the arm in this panel on the floor, I was like, oh, okay, his arm got cut off. But yeah, everything just seems like there's a lot going on, but it's all like it's compact. It's weird. I guess I can't describe it properly, but there's like stuff like this. It's a cool looking page, but there's like so much like going on. I feel like everything's squeezed into small areas, and I don't know why that is. Where I should be seeing something larger going on in a larger panel, perhaps. But that's just the way I feel about it. It's not that the art's bad. It's just that. But then, I guess stuff like, where's the Avengers Assemble bit? Stuff like this makes up for it, because that was a really cool page. But yeah, it's yeah, I like it. It's pretty good. I'm gonna continue getting it. I want to know where this story is gonna go with the whole kind of like the original Avengers from like what was it, 1 million BC or whatever. Because I guess a lot of this is going to be tied into their history, which is, I guess, it's interesting. Is it what I actually want from an Avengers book? No, I do think. I think the Marvel Universe, well, maybe they will bring him back in a few years, but I think they still need Shield around. Otherwise, it's just mayhem in it. There needs to be a bit of like law and order in there, and without Shield, things seem a bit weird. But yeah, so this week I got the best Marvel comic currently in existence: Black Panther, Teen Titans, Daredevil, The Terrifics, ooh, Hit Girl, and The Avengers. Let me know as to what comic books you got, comic books you got this week, whether you liked or disliked what you got or I got. Stick around and watch another video if you want. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Like I said, Luke Cage video is coming tomorrow. I've said it, so it has to happen. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one.